What's going on? I hope you're happy, healthy, doing the things that you love doing with those that you love doing them with. I'm now about to give you a reading. Let's get into the meat and bones. All right? Okay. Now, while I shuffle away, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, press the notification bell. All right? Can you tell I just had some coffee and it's kicked in? You know what? I'll be honest. When I was starting to record, I just had this intention that whatever feeling I had inside, which is like my inner child laughing, I wanted to just share that with you guys. You know what I mean? I thought, you know what? Maybe somebody in the what you call it, as a viewer, once you've seen this, you're gonna like it. All right? But yes, let's get into the reading. All right? And for those that are wanting to work with me in relations towards guidance, mentorship, readings, rituals, all that good stuff, drop me a private message on Instagram or on TikTok. DM me clarity and then let me know your situation, by the way. All right? Closed mouths don't get fed. And we can go from there. All right. Let's get into your reading. So, you have been in an energy of stillness for quite a while, hoping that eventually things will start to sail off into the abyss. No, I'm joking. Not the abyss. No. But I do feel like there's a stationary energy right now. And it's an energy where you want to move, but you can't move. And you feel like, what the hell's going on? Why am I not in the place that I want to be in? And why does it feel very much as if things are just at a halt? You got the slowest moving card in the deck, which is combination-wise with the moon card, is all about a halt. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, isn't the factors of you not making any effort? I need to put that towards the side, and I want to debunk any notion before we get into it that it's not the factors that you don't want to. Like, if anything, if you want to move, you want to move, right? Like, if I'm going, I'm going. But for yourself, it's not about that. It's and this is the energy that I feel, right? You want to leave. And let's say you want to leave your home. Not from a literal point of view, maybe so, but let's say you want to move your home. You get towards the door. You go down, you get towards the door. You turn your knob, right? And honestly, as you want to open that door, right? You just couldn't go out. Like, the energy of you wanting to get outside is there. But you just are constantly stopping yourself because of what is a lot of the times is shrouded by a lack of decision, a lack of not knowing where you want to go, conflict within your mind. There's a lot going on where there's overstimulation. In fact, when I say conflict, it's because 1 minute you want to go into the energy of heading towards one particular route. And then the next, you go to another. Now, this isn't, as I said, the question isn't about your effort, because it isn't. It's more about a more internal approach. And this is why you're not moving or there's a halt. Because Spirit is saying, what do you actually want to do? Have you ever considered that less is more, and that the overthoughts that you may have had is actually a manifestation to why things are where you are right now? Spirit is saying that less is more because if you remove the weeds and plant new seeds, or even just removing the weeds, right? You yourself are going to lighten the load, and the journey in life will only become more quicker, and in your case, a lot more defined when you know where you're going. So, in accordance towards yourself, there has to be an act of selfishness. There has to be an act that it's okay to have oneness. And even if you are, in essence, you've got a lot, let's say you've got a lot of ideas, but let's just say you put all of that out there, like you've completely gone back to the drawing board. That's more efficient than you rather having a scattergun approach within your mindset. In fact, it's imperative that I would even advise you to say, I'd rather go in not knowing rather than having all these ideas that are very anxious, that creates anxiety, that stops you from actually moving. They're like two spectrums, right? Now, Spirit is saying that you are needing to utilize the energy of two things. One that's going to provide you energy and one that's going to provide you happiness. And that your movement is defined by self, meaning your act of selfishness, which is self-care. And that you will be able to create movement in your life the moment you just take the steps of saying, I'm going to stick to one. There's a lot of fear. That's why I'm not going to lie. There's a lot of fear, but fear is only there because there is a lack of plan. There's a lot of I want to do's. There's a lot of let's go get it, but it reinforces the energy of saying that there's a lot of things going on. More like a headless chicken, right? So the emphasis right now is to stick to one. And how could you ever be wrong? We don't lose in this channel. We learn and we evolve. We never break, we evolve. You know? And the energy is to just stick to one and embrace that this plan, when you head outside of the door, i.e. when you make a decision, that is solely something that you stick to, that one decision. And that one decision is actually going to be the reason why you will do really well, because it's all about energy and identity. The next 10 days, the moment you stick to one, within the next 10 days, things will start to see. You're going to see progression. You're going to see a lot more results-based things. But it's important for you to make sure that you may have one as opposed to 10 ideas, but you're going to do that one idea that really aligns with a new identity really great, as opposed to diluting your energy. Diluting your energy. They say less is more. And when I say less is more for yourself, ultimately, it accelerates your progress in your life. It restores faith within yourself. This decision that you are going to do really encompasses that you're able to make better decisions going forwards, because this is a defining moment for you. Sometimes you just have to stick to one and trust the process and understand that you are the solution towards any situation, and you must provide yourself grace and not overthink. But I have truly have faith within yourself. And the reason why I say this is because the ultimate thing is, whatever you do, it will be on the energy of you understanding that you must use your intuition. If it feeds you energy, if it feeds you energy, gives you a lot of inspiration, stick to that plan. You got this. Now, if you still need guidance, clarity, help in relations towards this reading that you may feel like you resonate, I do offer services in ways I can provide you and empower you towards your route. All you've got to do is drop me a DM on my Instagram or on my TikTok, DM me clarity, message me about your situation as well, and I can help you. It could be through readings, mentorship, guidance, or rituals. All right? I am the Face of Tarot. That was your reading, Sorcerer.